He just lit the photo in his hand, but smoke began to rise from the arm of the woman next to him. The woman felt a strong burning sensation in her arm. The next second, flames burst out on her arm. The man hurried to get a fire extinguisher nearby, but the fire didn't weaken at all, and the burning photo on the ground also spread. At this time, smoke also began to rise from the body of the other woman in the photo. Ella noticed the burning photo, so she quickly put it out with her hands. Sure enough, as soon as she put out the photo, the flames on the two people went out as well. Ella thought this strange incident must be related to the photo. Suddenly, this photo began to recover, and this weird photo was taken with a camera from decades ago. Everyone who has been photographed by this camera, they will die one after another. On this day, Ella took a photo of her friend. In the evening, when Ella took out the photo, she found an extra figure in the photo. Little did she know that Jack was about to be killed by that figure. At this time, Jack was looking through the photos taken by the old camera. He also found that there seemed to be an extra figure in the photo, but when he turned the photo back, the figure disappeared. So he bent down to check the camera, but he didn't notice a figure appearing behind him, until a low roar came from behind. That's what caught his attention. Before he could react, he was torn to pieces. At this time, Ella was still using that murderous camera to take photos of her friends. At the moment the photo was taken, she seemed to see a figure. She thought she had seen it wrong, so she looked at the photo in her hand and didn't find any figure. At this time, the police came to see Ella. The police told her that Jack was dead, because the last person Jack saw was Ella. The police came to her to find out the situation. Back home, Ella couldn't figure out why Jack suddenly died. She remembered that there was a figure in Jack's photo at that time, but now the figure in the photo had disappeared. Then she took out several other photos. She found that the figure had appeared in another photo. At this time, the woman found a figure at home. Before she could see it clearly, a figure walked straight towards her. Scared, she ran away as fast as she could. Finally, a pair of large hands twisted her head off. The next day, Ella learned from her friend about the woman's death. She quickly checked the situation of the photo. She found that the figure in the photo had indeed disappeared. Unfortunately, that figure had moved to another photo. On this day, Ella came to the home of the camera's owner. The old man told them that this camera belonged to their deceased daughter. One night, 4 of the daughter's classmates tricked her out. They took many indecent photos of the daughter with the camera. Not long after, the daughter chose to commit suicide because she couldn't stand the humiliation. When the husband found out, he wanted to avenge his daughter. He brutally tortured and killed the people who cheated his daughter, and recorded it with the camera. But in the end, the police found the husband. He, whose husband was shot and fell, tumbled into the sink behind him. He was still tightly holding that camera in his hand. The old man told them that her husband would not rest until he killed the last murderer. And the last person is precisely the police officer. No sooner had the words been spoken than the light beside them began to flicker.